start putting with the guard?
Always put it with the guard.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a deep rim, nice glide. Who wouldn't want to putt with it?
When did you start wearing glasses?
I've always worn glasses.
Really?
Yes.
It's like I don't even know you anymore.
Nice shot. Was that a Raider?
Yep. Good little bit of turn and then a nice strong fade. Hey man, I've been meaning to talk to you about your pre-shot routine. It's a bit excessive, don't you think?
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, in a tournament you only get 30 seconds.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh. That bird just razzed me. I gotta restart.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Dynamic Discs Update with Jeremy Rusco. I am Bobby Cool Daddy Slick Breeze. You are also very quiet. I am very quiet, so I'm going to turn it up. All right, thank you for joining us on this Monday afternoon for our Dynamic Discs Update. We have a lot of things to talk to you about. Jeremy, how are you doing?
Whew, I'm just surprised you can talk after such a long week at Pro Worlds. I tell you what, it was a great week there at Pro Worlds. Also good to get back and get back here. And I know you guys are thrilled to be back in the studio here today.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Bobby.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, awesome week out at Pro Worlds. We had a great show out there amongst our team players, and it's always good to see the Dynamic Disc family, and also just awesome to interact. One of my favorite things out at a big event, especially the World Championships, is seeing so many fans out there and interacting with all those fans, and a lot of them. And it was a really cool week and a special week, and it was really cool to see some of our team players do so well. Zach Melton partnered up with Madison Walker to take home the doubles world title. Scooting over. And Zach, that was a great way for him to start out the week. Eric Oakley, I tell you what, it was awesome to see Eric Oakley. He just had a great week. He finished tie for 10th, which was, a top 10 finish at the Professional World Championships is, 10 people do it, and that's pretty awesome. He averaged some pretty solid golf: 1038, 1048, 1072, 1041, and a final 1021 for his last round, taking home a cool $2,000 plus some I'm sure some Dynamic Discs bonus money as well for that. Chris Clemens really showed up as well. He was on the lead card, I believe, after one of the rounds, and was on a lot of some of the coverage. And he had a tie for 12th place. Again, some super solid golf there, and it's good to see him. And Emerson Keith, I tell you what, Latitude 64, Emerson Keith. He had a shining moment out there, and I feel like he was the fan favorite in a lot of regards. His story. His life situation where his wife is they weren't sure whether they were going to have their kid while Emerson was there, and they made the decision that if he was playing well and performing that he was going to stay there. Obviously, a world championship is a life-changing career opportunity, and he was in the hunt for it.
I was out there taking photos of Emerson, so I was obviously got to be up close to the players while they're playing on those top cards, and I got to tell you could feel the fight going on. You could feel it from every putt to the throws. Paul McBeth would throw a nice throw, and you'd be like, "Wow!" And then Emerson would get up there and he would just jam it out there, and then and then if there was a missed putt, you could it was just cool. You could feel the fight that was going on between those two, and it was really incredible to be there.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen Emerson's story, Jomez put out a really neat profiled featured video about Emerson, and I definitely encourage you guys to check that out on Jomez's YouTube channel to get a little backstory on that and a little more information about Emerson. And we definitely look forward to giving him a little bit more support. Latitude 64 looks forward to giving him more support and seeing what he can do for the rest of this year as well as future years. Missy Gannon.
Missy the Cannon Gannon.
Yeah, showing up, world putting champion. What's up? That's pretty cool.
Okay, so interesting story. So I was there to do some filming, right? And I went out there the morning of the field events, and there was a big storm rolling through. And it started raining, and I remember when Paige, Zoe, and Missy showed up, everybody was kind of showing up to do the field events, and they were debating because of the storm, right? The rain. They were debating, should we do it? Should we do it? Missy was sitting in the car with her caddy, Tom, and her dog, Pippi. Anyway, sitting in there, and I walked up to him, and I said, you going to do it? And she was like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Paige Pierce comes up and says, come on, let's do it. She's like, maybe we should wait it out. Paige was like, let's go out and just warm up, see what happens, see if it passes. And look, if she had said no, she would not be the world champion, but she decided to go out there and give it a go, and now she, of course, is the 2019 FPO World Putting Champion. I was able to catch up with her later on the next day to kind of ask her a few questions about the whole World Putting Championship experience. So, Danny, if you want to go ahead and play that interview, we can check out what Missy has to say.
Feels great. I've put a lot of time and effort into really dialing in my putt. A lot of the time it comes down to the putting green, and I think it's the most important part of anybody's game. My putter of choice is the Moonshine Prime Deputies. I've been putting with them for about 2 years now, and they've just been such a integral part of my game. It just feels really good to have all of my hard work sort of validated by this world title.
So yeah, good stuff from Missy Gannon.
Cool.
And I'm sure you guys, if you watch any coverage of FPO or see pictures or follow her, Missy, I think it's Missy_disc golf on Instagram. She's always got a smile on her face. She's just an awesome individual. We love Missy Gannon for sure, and congratulations to her.
Yeah, absolutely. And she has requested a little commemorative Prime Moonshine Deputy. And so got a few details to sort out there with her, but you should be expecting those to drop sometime soon, which is pretty cool. And obviously, the Deputy is the putter of choice for not only Missy Gannon, but Paige Pierce
and Bobby Brown. Cool Slick Breeze.
And
Team Deputy, hashtag Team Deputy.
Speaking of Paige Pierce, she won the distance competition as well, so she is the distance world champion, and she relied on her Biofusion Defenders, Paige Pierce Biofusion Defenders, to claim that world title. And then at this point, I think most everybody knows that it was a three-way tie going into the final round, and Paige Pierce just put the hurt on the field and just seemed to run away with the victory. She played an incredible final round, And it was exciting to see her win her 5th world title, which puts her right up there with Juliana Korver and Paul Macbeth as well.
And Elaine King.
And Elaine King, yes. There's some discussion about, she's got the Biofusion Defender, the Lucid Convict. She's got the Deputy. And, I'm obviously she's looking to get another disc. We're looking to continue to support her even more with another Signature Series disc. So in the comments, let us know what you guys think that she should be her future Signature Series disc. And a couple people said, because one of Paige's mid-ranges, she loves the Verdict, but she also loves the West Side Discs Gatekeeper. And so some of the feedback out there at Pro Worlds was, oh man, she should have her Signature Series West Side Discs Gatekeeper. And I don't know, I guess give us your thoughts and feedback on that. She's obviously sponsored by Dynamic Discs. She's allowed to throw West Side Discs and the Gatekeeper, and she loves it, but not sure whether that's something that we want to do or not. So let us know. And one of the things I really enjoyed this week, Bobby, spectating. Well, actually, I say I enjoyed it, but there was a lot of people.
There was a lot of people.
A lot of people out there, and it was tough at times. And, it was really cool to see. Really,
not for me, media. That's my little trick. No, I'm sorry.
I even saw guys carrying GoPros, and they'd hold their GoPro above, and they'd watch on their cell phone. And
oh, really? I didn't know. That's cool.
Yeah, I was
Clever.
like, man, that's. And then some other guys that would carry some like step stools that they would plop down.
That's cool.
So, and a couple of years previously, prior to this, it didn't really, there was people at Worlds, the galleries were good, but I tell you what, just there was something special about this this last Saturday at this World Championship. And, I think it kind of comes into the thought, and I think this was one of the first events where parking, people you had to pay for parking, and some of the spectators that showed up didn't really necessarily like that in certain regards, but it's free admission to get out and watch the best talent, the best players in the world. And I'm thinking that in a couple of years it will be where you have to get a ticket. You do have to pay for admission to get and watch these players. Otherwise, there's just going to simply be too many players or too many spectators out to try to watch. So that was pretty cool.
Well, think of the Masters. I know that we're way off of golf, and I know some people don't like to compare us, but if you're going to go watch the Masters, you're not watching it for free. No, you're paying pretty good money to go, sit out there and watch the best of the best play. So
a couple other things on Worlds. The Sunset Hills was one of the courses that the women played, and it was a golf course, and a really cool story there with the golf course. I got an opportunity to talk to the course designer, got an opportunity to talk to the owner of the golf course and the property, and the owner told me that a couple of years ago when the idea was presented to install the disc golf course, he had a board of 11 members on his board, and it was unanimous. It was a unanimous no. We do not want to put a disc golf course on our ball golf course. And he said, well, and they had the concerns that everybody always has. Well, this is a lot of the concerns. I'll just leave it at that make it where people sometimes don't want to put in a disc golf course. And he said, I tell you what, we can make the decision to not move forward with the disc golf course, and we're going to have to raise the dues. We're going to have to raise the membership. We're going to have to raise the round prices, or we can give it a 1-year chance. And after 1 year, if you guys don't unanimously vote to keep the disc golf course, if you don't, we'll pull the course. And sure enough, after 1 year, it was unanimous to keep the disc golf course. And it's a super successful way for that course to generate additional revenue for their ball golf course. And so really cool story there. Yeah. And kind of the last thing, again, going out, talking to people, that's what I love doing out there. I ran into a guy, Stu Thomas. Stu, if you're watching, just a shout out to you. It was super cool. Stu, these couple discs, these are Innova Valkyries that Stu contacted me back in like 2009, 2010, something like that, back when Dynamic Discs was mostly an eBay operation. And Stu tracked me down, had me sign those couple discs, and just fun to look back at the memories and the history there. And of course, saw a bunch of different people out there all week. So thanks for coming up and saying hi. And we had a busy week. Post-produced round coverage. My gosh, if you haven't seen the coverage that Anthony and Danny put together for the World Championships. Definitely check it out. And
real quick, just to show off, because these guys work really hard.
working till like midnight.
Yeah, so they really love doing these little flight lines, but this is kind of a little sneak peek on some of the coverage that Anthony and Danny put out. So yeah, Danny and Anthony would get out there in time to cover the MPO3 card. They would film it, go grab something to eat, sometimes on the drive home, or they'd go straight to the house we were at, and I would go get them something to eat, and they would work all the way until midnight, sometimes 1 in the morning, putting together the footage, and then of course putting together these really cool flight lines that you're watching. Look at that over the water. That's sweet. Coming in. Woo! Whoa, it's parked. And then here's a Chris Clemens flight line. Is this the one where you bing? Oh man, that is awesome. So yeah, so their coverage is full of different of the top players from the MPO3 card. We had Steve Rico, Steve Brinster, Chris Clemens was on there, Eagle McMahon was on there. Boom, look at them.
Oh, look at those two guys.
So all kinds of big names out in the disc golf sports world for you to check out. So make sure if you're watching, so you obviously know about us on YouTube, but make sure you're subscribed so you can make sure that we may have some other tournament coverage coming out for you in the future. What?
I hope we do. So the most amazing thing to me was not the most amazing thing, but watching Anthony and Danny work when we'd get back to the house. And they were already working for a long time, but this was my first time to sit there at the kitchen table and see them do their thing and putting together this flight line. This is the first time for me to sit behind the computer and watch them put together the flight line. And I asked Danny, "Hey Danny, how long does this take you?" 45 minutes minimum to produce one of those.
For about 7 seconds, 7 to 10 seconds of footage.
So I hope you guys enjoy them. I'm glad we could use them for this video because, we got to make sure those get some.
Now, before we go on to the next subject, if you're just tuning in, looks like we have about 283 people watching. Thank you so much for joining us. We ask you real quick if you could share the video so we can get some more people checking in what's going on here at Dynamic Discs. Also, if you
share it and like it.
Share and like it. Yeah, I always find it weird when I see 280 viewers and I see 22 thumbs up. Come on. Just take a second, click the thumbs up, tap the thumbs up, whatever you got to do. Give sure
a thumbs up if Bobby and I should drink a margarita on this show or future.
Yeah, thumbs up. Give us thumbs up for margaritas. But anyway, if you got questions, we do have some questions coming in. If you have questions for Jeremy Rusco, this is your time to ask. Put it in the chat, and Anthony will get it over to us. But someone says, let's see, Doc Zen says, I think the Trilogy Company should do a world championship for the workers who don't play pro. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but
the company should do a world championships for the work. Oh, so like probably
we're all champions.
Like those that work in the disc golf industry. Yeah. So you and Anthony and Danny and the Jomez crew and Central Coast crew and me. I'm guessing.
He said we should have a world championship for our employees.
Oh.
And I said, what about if one of our employees is already a world champion?
Right.
Okay,
they can't play. So we're all champions, though, Doc Zen.
The Friday before we left, we actually had a staff disc golf round and barbecue and some beers and some good times at New Life Christian Church. But we haven't put the World Championship title on it, so maybe we'll get to that.
Who did take down tags?
Must have been Danny.
No, it wasn't me.
Who won the tags? Yeah.
I was on pace, I think, to maybe take it, but we decided we didn't want to walk the extra 2 holes. Danny.
Yeah, but
God.
Okay, but if
Danny.
It's time to give up the title, Danny.
So the Dynamic Disc Bag Tag Challenge, the belt. This is the real deal. That thing's heavy.
So we do have a championship, obviously. Doc said, I forgot about it.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Put it right there.
I like it. Yeah, Apple has enough.
It's heavier than your MacBook. Chris says World Champ disc for Paige Pierce. We talked about it a little bit earlier. We're still trying to figure out which disc she will get. If you have a suggestion, put it in the comments here. Mr. Drew, is that 5 world titles for Team DD this year? So we've got FPO champ, Missy putting champ, Zach Melton, mixed doubles, distance for Paige.
Ron Converse. Grandmasters.
Juniors.
Well, then we have some juniors,
if we
few
go to
juniors, so more than 5, That's
Exactly.
pretty cool. There are a ton of people saying Lucid X Suspect for Paige.
Yeah, I think that's a good possibility. I know that, and we'll maybe get to it here in a little bit, but some production challenges might make that too much of a challenge.
Okay. Some people are suggesting a bag rather than a disc.
I mean, we did have the Eric McCabe.
Yeah, that's a thought. We need Danny and Anthony in a van traveling the USA. I don't know that they want to do that. If you're around Danny and Anthony about the 4th round, you don't want to see that happen. I'm teasing. I am teasing.
Who's crankier?
They are real troopers. They are real troopers.
Who's crankier?
Who's crankier?
Anthony pointed that finger real quick.
They did an excellent job. We like to pick on each other because we like to have fun, but we all did a great job. So will the Latitude 64 Duo stamps be available from DD's site? Duo stamps. Oh, you got a game of thinker.
That's probably what Latitude 64 Factory Store has been putting out, maybe?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have to look into it. All right, so what's next on our agenda?
Next, back to the margaritas. So, Bobby, in case you didn't know,
right
now I messaged Jenny Casa Ramos, favorite place to have Bobby and I's favorite place to have a margarita and some
tacos.
And tacos, and asked Jenny if she could deliver some margaritas. It would be awesome. It's 4:21, 4:22. She hasn't yet. I'm starting to lose.
Starting to lose hope.
I'm starting to lose hope. So moving right along to Sailing the Seas with Dynamic Discs.
Yes, I am excited about this. This would be cool.
What's up? Tyler Searle is putting this on. This is a great opportunity this will be my first cruise.
Mine too.
And it's going to be awesome. So check out Sailing the Seas. 4-night Caribbean cruise where we are just going to have one heck of a good time. I believe right now confirmed is Eric and Tina Oakley, and I believe the invite has been sent out to Emerson Keith, I believe Chris Clemens as well, and I'm not completely certain on who's going to be joining, but Ty's got all those details and is definitely looking forward to doing this, and I should have the exact date, and it's not there on the. Did that say January?
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. So
was that not a good date?
Yeah, that's a good date.
And just to make some clarification, this isn't the same as the other disc golf cruises you've seen out there. We're not going to have a disc golf tournament out there, right?
Right.
This is a vacation with your disc golf friends type thing. In other words, if you've ever wanted to go on a cruise and you've ever wanted to hang out with some of the DD crew, this is your opportunity to go on a disc golf vacation. Obviously there'll be some disc golf things going on, but there's not an event that we're going to play. Just for clarification.
Yep. We're gonna have.
It's still going to be fun.
We're going to have one heck of a time. That's it. Sailing Seas. Ty Searle, get in touch with him if you got any questions on that, and put that one on your calendar. So one thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know, as Dynamic Discs continue to grow over the years, I've started to realize, man, it's tough to keep up with everybody. And as Dynamic Discs was small, and we were, 5 employees, 10 employees, 20 employees, it was really easy to keep up with everybody. And then as we've grown to 50 plus employees, and if you factor in the RV Road Warriors, the promoters out there, and the Kansas City store, the Texas store, the Arkansas store. I tell you what, it's tough. So one thing I wanted to do a couple weeks ago was calling it Lunch with Jeremy, and wanted to have an opportunity to have lunch with more of our staff and talk about disc golf, talk about life, talk about work. And last week I was able to have, before leaving, was able to have a couple of those meetings. I just wanted to, mention just how refreshing that was. And, if you are in a work situation where maybe you want to have an opportunity to talk to your boss, or maybe you are the boss, I would encourage you to do something similar. Either one, ask your boss to go have lunch with them, or if you are the boss, do something similar to this, because it really has been refreshing for me and eye-opening in certain regards. And I think those who went with me have enjoyed it themselves. So looking forward to more of those. One of the suggestions that was made was that I need to be on social media more.
Okay.
I'm not much of a social media guy.
Yeah?
What do you think, Bobby?
We can discuss this after.
Okay.
Off the line.
So I don't know. We'll see. social media is it's tough to keep up with, and that is why I probably don't spend as much time as maybe I should. But we'll see. Bobby, coach social media, Bobby will be letting me know what's going on there. So,
all right, this thing just got confirmation that a Ron. No, is this true, Anthony?
Oh, no, I was laughing at a comment.
Oh, Ron Ramos Jenny is on her way. Was that from you?
A guy named Juan Ramos says Jenny is on her way, guys, in the chat. So I think
Excellent.
Hey,
Excellent. Casa Ramos.
Juan tuned in.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. So, all right. Next up, what we got?
Something else we've been,
I'm already salivating for the margaritas. So if you
we
see,
deserve.
If you see me, yeah.
We all deserve a little. A lot of celebration after a long week out at Worlds. Hard to believe. Worlds just got over. Glass Blown Open feels like it was just yesterday, but we are more than just. Oh no! What's Anthony laughing at? We are more than underway with plans for Glass Blown Open 2020. Doug Bjerkes has been working his tail off to figure things out and working with several of us as well as Eric McCabe to make some course adjustments and also check out a course out at Council Grove, the Kansas View disc golf course out there at Council Grove Lake. The city of Council Grove really wants the Glass Blown Open to head that way. They've got, I believe it's like 160 or 180 hotel rooms there, so there's some additional lodging. And McCabe and Doug went out there and loved the course. McCabe designed the course, and we're looking at utilizing that course as well as potentially utilizing Jones Gold, which is a combination of Jones East and Jones West. And
we got a map layout to show you real quick. It's kind of interesting if you're familiar at all with Jones West and Jones East. It is a combination of the two. I think a lot of people will be very excited to check out this course.
Yeah, give us a. Can you like multiple times on this thing, or can you only like once?
No, you can only do thumbs up
Okay.
once. But you can like in the chat. You can say yay in the chat.
Yeah. So
Jones Gold.
If you want to check out, if obviously this map's going to go away here before too long, but you can go to the dynamicdiscs.com webpage, click Visit Emporia, and I believe the Jones Gold course will be there as you scroll down. So hopefully we're going to utilize Jones Gold for Glass Blown Open, and make sure you mark your calendars. April 25th to May 2nd, that whole entire weekend to weekend is the Glass Blown Open Disc Golf Festival.
I'm telling you, if there's ever a disc golf vacation you want to take, that is the one to take. I hear all the time on my travels people say, I'm trying to make it to the Glass Blown Open. That's the one you got to make.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if you don't get in.
Yeah. Play or not play, come on out.
Yeah, and there's so many other Flex Start C-Tier events during the week that there's no shortage of things to do, and then all the evening activities are awesome. So
plan now and book now because the accommodations fill up fairly quick.
Yep. Mark your calendar. April 25th to May 2nd with the official competition starting on the player meeting on that Tuesday and the first rounds on Wednesday.
All right, let's get through a couple questions
Perfect.
before. Let's see. Drink one margarita for each of PP's world titles. Yes. I'm with you.
Hopefully Jenny shows up.
Yep. Any new plastic types in the work?
Oh man, yes, that's yes. I am excited about. This was a good question. Hopefully I can. A little bit of back and forth. Berglund and I were talking this morning, and he is working on some new. There's a lot of stuff that they are working on over there, and I am definitely. Yeah, this triple burst testing, new burst effect testing, new chameleon effects, Fusion X, splatter effects, cool graphics, more blend runs.
Whoa.
Nah.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
I stop. I'm not even going to go through the rest of the list. It's too long.
Whoa. So we got a lot of new things in the works, but not anything definite, right? These are just kind of
they're
things.
just testing. I'm very optimistic that some of those will go into effect, and we're going to love them. They're going to be good.
Excellent. Release the Spectro Color Scheme Ranger Page Edition.
Yeah, Page. Yes. We are going to be able to come out with more more variety in the colors in the Ranger and in the Commander, and definitely looking forward to that. You're going to start seeing a lot more of that coming in the near future. So stay tuned.
Someone says, I think Jeremy's wife has him on a diet, and this is how he's getting around it. Oh, getting around it. Getting around what?
When he was talking about his lunch with Jeremy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's... Yeah. No, my wife doesn't have me on a diet.
In reality, Rusco wanted to drink margaritas at lunch and needed designated drivers. You're not wrong about that. Oh, we're checking out Jones Gold again. Hey, how are you doing, Jones Gold? Okay.
That's
all right, so
that's me drinking.
all right, so
Jones
yeah,
Gold.
some of you asked to see Jones Gold again, so we got that up there so you can check it out. If you really want to look at it closely, you can go to dynamicdisc.com and there's a Visit Emporia tab. You can go down there and scroll down there, and it's got it laid out there for you to check out if you'd like to. And you can, yeah. When will the dates be announced for Glassman Open 2020? We just said that April 25th through May 2nd.
Yes.
Curious on if there are any release dates for the transit carts and the Scout basket.
Oh, that one has been...
That's what the people really want.
Yeah, that one's been fun. So we thought the transit carts were coming, what was that, last week or the tail end of the
Juan, are
previous
you
week?
watching? Is Jenny lost? I'm just curious. Sorry, go ahead.
And,
Oh, hey! What is that? What is that we hear?
yes! We did it!
We did it! No, you're just on time.
Bobby,
you guys?
Hey!
We were actually going to come and make them fresh here for you guys, but...
Oh, this is fine. This is good, yeah.
Oh.
All right, well.
Well, how do we oh my gosh. So Casa Ramos, if you guys have never been, one, if you've been to Emporia and you haven't been to Casa Ramos, you are totally missing out. And two, if you haven't been to Emporia, you just need to hurry up and get here.
Yes.
Today and sooner than later, and soak in not only the amazing disc golf, but some Jenny margarita.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like Jenny needs to be making these like right here.
Yeah, why don't you come over? Yeah,
All right,
yeah, come over.
here.
Yeah, sit down right here.
Yeah.
We're good either way. Let me pour them for you guys.
Here, bring them over here and pour them right here, so we can see them on camera. People want to see it. Yes.
Rusco and Bob, somebody wants to know, frozen or on the rocks?
On the rocks.
On the rocks is
always.
best.
Oh.
Can you tell us the secret of these? How did you come up with this?
It's the love. You know, my staff knows, everybody knows how to make them, but they say that they don't taste the same as when I make them. I just think muddling them with love.
Yeah.
The more you muddle them, the better they
We
taste.
taste the love. Taste the love.
Who's the first?
Thank you very much.
You're very
Bobby,
welcome.
well deserved.
And with this weather,
Oh, these are
I tell you,
perfect.
yes.
That is good.
One guy's upset. He said, why do they have to interrupt the transit cart news?
For margaritas, why would they ever do that?
You can interrupt anything with margaritas. So delicious. Okay, guys. Share this out. We did it. We said we were going to do it, and we do it. We're breaking the rules. And we even brought some for Anthony and Danny to enjoy. Everybody in the office wants one now.
Are you guys old enough?
Yeah. They are definitely.
There's no mustache.
There's no mustache. Oh.
I like you with the mustache better.
Oh, let's get that on video. Yep. See? Some of you don't like it, but
Did you want to say anything?
Stay tuned. Great
Yeah.
things happen in Emporia, and when you guys come visit Jeremy, make sure you visit us too. I have
Absolutely.
some Jenny margaritas with extra love.
absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate it.
guys.
Thank you. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You guys enjoy.
We will, thank you.
I think there's going to be a new
Margarita Angel.
Yes. Cheers.
Cheers. So good.
A lot of people are asking if Danny's old enough.
Yes, Danny is old enough.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh. This is
Yeah. Whoa. How funny.
This is trouble because at 6 o'clock tonight, I have the escape room for Corporate Challenge.
Oh gosh.
And maybe I'll be letting my team down just a little bit, or maybe
this will help.
maybe I've heard you get more creative once you have 2 beers, and this is probably equivalent to 4 or 6. Casaramo stamps, yes, as well as I think we need a taco contest.
Yeah.
Torchy's Tacos or Casaramos.
Thank you very much. Thank you again. This is awesome.
Get those from you whenever, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll bring them. Yep.
Thank you
ladies.
too. You're awesome.
All right. What were we
I feel
doing?
like we just
What are
broke the rules.
What are
I
we
feel
doing?
like we
I
just
forgot what
broke the
we're doing.
rules. When I asked Bobby if we could really do this, we were doing it.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get a YouTube.
This is a
maybe-
celebration.
Yeah.
This is
One guy says if you listen closely, you can hear EMAC lamenting being away on course design.
Yeah. Everybody's gonna wish they were on today's show. All right. So back to
transit cart.
back to transit cart.
So we thought I don't know how this happens. I really don't.
You ask for margaritas, we get margaritas. What are you talking about? That's how it happened.
These are so good.
You know what though? Now I'm gonna have a taste for chips and salsa.
Oh.
Now I need some chips and salsa.
So we had a container show up, and Chris, our product developer, product manager, he was all excited about the this container being the transit cart. He and I were messaging back and forth to make sure that everything was on the same page with some of the details around the release. And container shows up, and it's full of 24 pallets, I believe, of discs from Latitude 64, Dynamic discs, and Westside discs.
What?
Instead of, we just had things crisscrossed, I guess.
Wow, I didn't know this. Wow.
Yeah. So carts are in transit. I don't know if they. I don't understand it sometimes. So
You
and
just got a drink.
Yep. We'll drink to the transit cart lost in transit.
Oh, jeez.
That could be the
Already spilling it.
transit cart lost in transit. Unfortunate.
Should we make a banner for that, a flyer?
And we got all kinds of cool stuff coming, but there's a disc container, another container in Kansas City. So we've got some new product coming on that that includes the Lucid Raider, stock release of the Lucid Raider. Oh my God, Danny did not know this. Danny is drinking some more margarita in celebration of that. But yeah, we've got the stock release of the Lucid Raider, so hopefully that's able to get pushed out to our wholesale network. So you should be looking for those in retail stores very, very soon. If your retail store hasn't been getting a recent restocks of dynamic discs, make sure you reach out to them. Tell them to get the Lucid Raider. This thing is going to be popular as it always has been, and likely to again. I'm not sure we ordered and produced enough, so we'll see what happens there. Make sure you get them quick. Yeah.
All right, so we were down to on the bullet of items to talk about the Juniors League.
Yeah. What about Juniors League, Bobby?
I don't know. It's the one you. So we are. You started the Juniors League, not me.
Juniors League. Jake Key.
Have another drink.
Jake Key, our community relations, in charge of community relations and events for us. He started up the Peoria Juniors Disc Golf League every Tuesday at Hammond Park. It's at 5:30. It's free for the juniors. I feel like something bad's happening.
Someone said, Jeremy said, forget the straw. What it is? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry for
we're
partying.
off the rails here.
Sorry
we're
for
off
partying.
the rails.
So Junior Disc Golf League, guys, our first week out, we had 18 juniors come out. Some of these were first time disc golfers. Some of them were very experienced. They had their backpack Zuka carts. They had the Ranger bags in there. Had a full lineup of discs, and some of these kiddos had nothing disc golf, and huge success for us. The following week, we again had 18 some new disc golfers, as well as some from the previous time. And I think our junior league is going to grow to 30 to 50 people on the average every week. And so I think this is a really, really good way for other communities to do the same exact thing and other disc golf retailers to do the same thing. If you want to grow disc golf in your town, invest an hour and a half a week into spreading the love of disc golf, getting the juniors together so that they can have a great time. And I think you'll see your store see more success when more juniors are getting involved in disc golf and looking to become future world champions, or just looking to have a great time out on the course. So
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do like a little feature video or something like that with Jake Key on how he conducts these things. He is very good at these. I've seen him do a few of these. So to kind of give you guys some information, I know a lot of times when we do stuff like this, people are like, how do I do it in my town? How do I do it in my town? So this might help give you a little bit of instructions of how to do it. So look forward to that video on YouTube.
Yeah, it was so cool because the first week, one of the kids came out. He's got a nice setup, a nice bag. Oh man, I gotta quit talking so much. The next week, he upgraded. I think he had a Trooper bag. He upgraded. He got his Dynamic Discs Zuka backpack cart. He got the Stars and Stripe Ranger backpack in there. These kids, they're taking it all in, and it is so exciting to see. Cool. And I really believe some of these are going to become future world champions because of the hard work they're putting in right now.
All right, what do we got next?
Veterans for Vets. Just wanted to do a little quick preview on this. This is something that we refer to tournament in the box events that we do, and this is another one that we are looking forward to introducing this winter, where it's tournament in the box, where you can host an event very easily, and the studio's going down. And the main thing is that we are looking to the point of this now. Peoria is the founding city of Veterans Day. Obviously, we have the Dynamic Discs Veteran Basket, and we are looking to make sure that proceeds from these events benefit veteran organizations in the community. So I'm looking forward to it, and there will be more details soon. Anything to add on that, Bobby?
No, I'm just really excited about this. This is something. It's kind of an obvious thing. I mean, because of our naming scheme, we why don't we do something, military, something like that? And so it's been something in the back of my mind of wanting to do that. I'm glad it's something that we're really doing because obviously being a person that I had a dad, my dad was in the Air Force for 12 and a half years. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. Serving our country is something that I'm very proud of that I've done, and so I'm glad that we're able to put something together for the veterans, and I'm looking forward to working closely on this particular project.
Fantastic stuff there. More details coming soon. Update on retired molds. That's probably the most asked question out at Pro Worlds when people were talking to me. And I love, I love the feedback and love hearing, oh, the suspect, why'd you do that to me? And, oh, the renegade, why'd you do that? And I think it's important for all of us to remember they're still available. They're not gone. Some of those have sold out through the warehouse, but there's plenty that are still at retail stores. And with that being said, this container that is showing up sometime this week has whatever was left over there at Latitude 64. And so I know we've got Lucid Warrants coming. We've got Lucid Suspects coming. And I for sure know that Lucid Suspect was sold out, at least in the heavier weights. We've got Lucid and Fusion Renegades coming. And I know those were... Yeah. And when I say they're coming, it's not like we've got like thousands coming. I mean, these are some pretty small numbers, but there's a small restock. And then we also got Lucid and Fusion Evidences that are coming. There might be something more, but that was just what I saw on a quick glance. So I think it's important we keep in mind these discs aren't gone forever. And some of our retailers have already expressed interest in bringing some of these back with our custom run program. So don't give up on the disc if you like it. They're going to be around.
Excellent. All right, we got a couple questions here before we move on to the next topic. Remember, guys, if you're following along, if you're watching, put your questions in the comments and Anthony will get them over to us. First one is someone asked about the Scout Basket. We talked about the transit cart, but we did not talk about the Scout Basket.
So the Scout Basket, the hold up there, we just got a couple weeks ago a rushed sample. There was some adjustments that needed to be made on the base. One of the things that's really great about the Scout Basket is the base. I think if you've referenced back to some other similar portable targets or baskets, you'll probably remember that the base failed after use. And anyway, we've taken extra measures to make sure that we've got the most durable, most sturdy base for the Scout Basket, and I think we got it dialed in. So I think things are all moving forward there now.
Excellent. Lucid Air Raiders. That would be interesting.
Absolutely. I don't know when that's coming, but you better believe that we need that one, and that's going to be a boomer.
And if you've ever listened to us before on Disc Golf Answer, a lot of times when you see a disc in a lot of plastic, it's because it's a fairly popular disc. So the Raider being as popular as it is, I would imagine the Air version will be coming out. I'm not sure when, but I imagine it will. Any possibilities of a limited run Dymax Suspects with that old MySpace photo of Tina Oakley in celebration of Paige Pierce win? I think this needs to happen whether Tina allows it or not. If you've watched any of our disc golf adventures or any videos with Paige throwing, she has a suspect that has a... Gosh, I don't know what you'd call an emo. Not necessarily an emo. Emo-esque look that Tina is giving from a MySpace photo. She throws it quite a bit. What happened?
Your media chat right now.
My media chat?
Oh, no. Bad things are happening.
What did he say?
mean-
Oh, my gosh.
You got to post that.
Oh, God. I did that on purpose. Yeah, I saw my screen. Okay, Jacob, our graphics guy, is having a little fun with things.
Jacob, back to work.
I had a feeling someone would catch that. So anyway, it's a picture of Tina Oakley, and she's kind of doesn't like it being a disc she throws, but
I think that's a great idea.
she throws it really good.
Yeah.
Paige
We'll
throws
give-
it good. So we got to reach out to them. Maybe
Yeah.
it'll give some support to Tina.
Yeah,
So get a little
we'll give
kickback from that, and
Give them
so
all the royalties.
we'll
on
see.
that.
We'll see if we can figure that out.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we can make anything within certain regards. One thing that our custom manager just brought to me was a little Dymax Bite Puppy, and this is Starlin Rusco.
Aww.
This is my little kid, and we got Ralph, and so anyway, if you want to get a little Bite Puppy, you can get your. Actually, I saw a couple just regular discs with people that had their dog out there at Pro Worlds. So we can make anything. Just reach out to us.
When is the Latitude 64 retired mold list coming out?
That is a perfect time to transition into this.
Send money to PayPal. No, I'll tell you. No, I'm teasing.
So Latitude 64, they are planning to make their announcement on August 22nd. So what is that? That's Thursday, where they're going to make their first of what I believe will be 4 announcements. They might condense it into 3, but as far as I know, it'll be 4 different announcements on what's going to be retired, and I was pushing to let that be announced today, at least 1 or 2, but that got shot down. So I wanted to remind everybody of what has been retired in the past, and that's the Vision, the Riot, the Blitz, the Pain, and the Villain, and the Trident as well. But I know for sure that the Trident has been, I think, released at least twice through the custom run program. So again, just because it's been retired doesn't mean it's not ever going to come back. And
Do you know what time of day they're going to do that?
I don't know.
We'll
find out.
I wonder if it'd be interesting. Let us know in the comments below if you'd like maybe me, Dan, and Anthony, and Robert to, if Eric's here, maybe we get on live and just kind of discuss, see what people's thoughts are on about it.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of neat to
I
kind
think
of
that's a
talk,
great
see what
idea.
people's thoughts are on
Maybe
it.
we can get Thomas or David to join in on the broadcast somehow.
Maybe we can reach out.
I say we, you guys can.
Right. We'll see if we can make that happen. Next is, were you finished with that?
So August 22nd is the plan for the Latitude 64 first announcement, and then the second announcement will likely come towards the end of September or early October on the next wave of molds that are being retired.
Someone says, I'm really wanting a Commander bag, but you guys are currently out of stock. Are they being restocked?
They are absolutely being restocked, new colorways, and again, looking forward to doing more variety as we move forward. Those are absolutely going to, we're able to do more with those, and I don't have the exact date of those showing up. We are bummed out that they're out of stock because that's such a popular bag, but I believe they are in transit or very close to being in transit.
Excellent. All right, what do we got next up on our list?
Next on the list, we talked Lucid Raider. Look for that coming out on this container that's showing up later this week. And then also want to let people know there's one of Paige Pierce's go-to mid-range discs, besides the Westside Disc Gatekeeper, is the Lucid X Verdict. And Lucid X Verdicts, I believe, are in transit. And they're going to be they're showing up on this container. They're going to be a Piney Woods Open, the Dynamic Disc Piney Woods Open in Tyler, Texas. That's going to be a player pack item for Piney Woods Open. And then I believe they're going to become a tournament fundraiser disc as well through our custom stamping program. So keep your eyes out for that. And then also the Chameleon Opto X Pure, the 10-year anniversary. I think it's Opto X, the 10-year anniversary Pure. Latitude 64 was having some production challenges with those, and it took them a lot longer to get those produced. I don't think that I think this is a special disc. I actually told David I cannot believe how long it took them. They might have I can't. Yeah, it was unbelievable how long it took them to get those produced. They were Bobby. So, anyway, the Pures are in transit. We air shipped those over because it took longer than we had. They're being shipped over by air, and those are going to be hopefully here by early next week. So you can look for those very soon, and I think that's pretty cool.
Nice. We talked about the transit cart. Custom Rush program.
Yeah, Custom Rush program had some, and this is really quick, but
Dan,
Custom Rush.
I'm sorry, Dan, bring my computer up real quick so you can kind of see the page.
So this is something new for us. We've talked about it a couple times. Custom Rush program. Got some feedback from Josh Ham, Riverside Disc Golf. He just contacted us last week to get his own Custom Rush done. And you can see the quote, "Shut the front door. Did you guys seriously get it done and shipped in the same day?" Now that is some customer service, and that's just one of the new offerings that we have. Happy to help out with Josh Ham. We know we host a lot of tournaments ourselves, and we know that sometimes things are forgotten. Sometimes you get more players than you expected. Sometimes you need something special for an event, and this is a way that we can help make that happen very quickly, and excited to continue to help tournament directors across the country with that.
We've had at least 5 or 6,
if
not more. So it's definitely a needed thing. So yeah, take advantage of it for sure. All right, what do you got next?
Yeah, we're on the tail end of things here. One of the other common themes being out at Pro Worlds, one of the things that continue to talk to people about is course installation, and it's really cool to hear how many people are working to get a disc golf course installed in their community. And again, one of the things that it seems like is we're in the know. We're really competitive in disc golf, and we're striving for 18-hole championship courses all the time because that's what I want to go play. That's what Bobby wants to go play. Maybe Bobby doesn't really want to go play, but that's what Danny wants to go play. That's what Anthony wants to go play. That's what Eric McCabe. That's what Paige Pierce. That's what Paige Bierkus. The list goes on. Want to go play. Well, in all reality, we need more 9-hole disc golf courses across the country, across the world, because the first-time player, the juniors. If we put the juniors league out at Peter Pan Park and had the kiddos throwing around the water losing their discs, they probably wouldn't come back the next time that we had juniors league. And our busiest course in Emporia, Kansas is the 9-hole disc golf course at Hammond Park. that pretty much has every hole under 300 feet. And we're looking to get 2 more 9-hole disc golf courses installed. We mentioned Sodens Grove last time. Actually, Emporia State University has reached out to us again, said, hey, we really want a disc golf course. And so went out to Emporia State. They have a little tiny park there. It's a small park called Wilson Park. You can Google Maps it. Google Maps.
Take another drink. Google Maps it.
Remember, Jenny said these are strong.
Yes.
But we are looking to get a 9-hole disc golf course at Wilson Park. The meeting to I believe, finalize that is this coming Friday. So we're hoping to get a 9-hole disc golf course there at Wilson Park right on Emporia State University, which is really cool.
That's so cool.
So the point of this, don't just look for the 18-hole disc golf championship level piece of property. You can fit a 9-hole disc golf course in a pretty small piece of property, and that's ultimately what's going to grow the sport so that new players can get involved easier. What do you think, Bobby?
I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of times when people send in questions to the Disc Golf Answer Man, they want to get, how do I get that champion disc golf course? How do I get it? And that's not always the answer to getting the disc golf community growing in your area. So don't, if you don't have enough land for an 18-hole course, don't dismiss a 9-hole course and its effect on building disc golf in your area.
Yep, for sure. Wrapping up the show, last thing I really want to say is, we're passionate about growing disc golf at Dynamic Discs, and the way we can all grow it is to take somebody new out. Take somebody that's never thrown a disc, take them out to the easiest course in town, give them the disc that you don't want anymore, give them a putter, have them go out, have them get that bug, have them hear the sound of the chains, and get them hooked on disc golf, because ultimately that's how most of us got involved with the sport, was somebody took us out for the first time. So get out, get active, play disc golf, and thanks for growing the sport.
Before we go, we have if you can grab that Moonshine Deputy right there. In celebration of Paige Pierce winning her 5-time world championship, we have a Moonshine Deputy. This one's going to be, remember, all these discs that we give away are going to be ones that we've used in video reviews. We've tossed them around a little bit. So, but this one actually doesn't even look that bad at all. If it was
it's probably because you threw it and it never landed. It never landed, Bobby. It's still flying.
Another margarita. Anyway, Moonshine Deputy with a red, white, and blue stamp on there. We're going to give this away. So while we finish our margaritas and kind of just chat a little bit, I want to know, we was looking through ratings, and Paige Pierce had the highest rated FPO round for this Pro Worlds. I want to know what that rating was. Put it in the chat. We've got a little, what's it called again, that place, that thing that Nightbot is going to pick up on the winning answers we already have plugged in. So put that winning rating in. It was the highest rated round that she had. Put that in there, and we will give that away here in a couple minutes to someone. Let's see.
We've got a couple more questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Any special releases planned for the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships in Emporia? Like GBO, they were in store first, then online a week later or so.
So I think there is going to be a special announcement from the Disc Golf Pro Tour coming early next week, and I am very excited about the announcement and some of the future of the Disc Golf Pro Tour. In terms of special releases, always working on something, and I would like to think that we will have something, but getting a few of those details ironed out as we speak.
Next one is, are Deputy Blanks going to be available for Dymax?
I believe that, I think so. I don't know when, but we need them.
New Ranger bag color schemes?
Yes, absolutely. There's, I almost brought some of them down. Next show.
Maybe next show.
Next show we will bring some of the colors, and now, we got a lot of good things happening with our new bag development, and definitely looking forward to seeing what comes of the future of bags, because we have some improvement that we needed to make, and we've made that improvement. So
the Dynamic Disc Guard in premium plastic.
What do you think, Bobby?
Yes.
No.
Okay, no. Why not? Well, I mean, we don't have them, but why
Yeah,
wouldn't it?
I absolutely think we should do something. I don't know when.
Yeah.
But,
well, do we have those available right now? Those are the doubles match.
Yeah. Well, I knew this. Thank you, Danny.
Whatever. This is special. If you are running a doubles match bracket, you can get a Moonshine guard, which is a premium plastic. This is a limited release, so if this is very popular, then maybe we will make them in premium plastic. When can we get more long sleeve hooded shirts? Well, whenever the temperature goes below 90 in Emporia and the humidity below 1,000%.
That's a pretty good answer.
I'm sure we'll have some coming out pretty soon now that we're getting out of, or because retail's always a season ahead, right? Usually,
Yeah.
usually season ahead. So pretty soon you'll probably start seeing some long sleeve stuff from us. Any consideration for DD sponsored military team since Prodigy's battalion team?
Veterans for vets, probably working on something. Absolutely.
Yeah, we're slowly getting into that area, so we'll see what happens there. Any plans for a DD Chameleon run?
Yes, absolutely. We have been wanting that for quite a long time now, and I guess you could say, unfortunately, it's a long, slow process, and all of the machines over there. There's actually only one machine that's set up for it, and so it's taking longer. They're making plans to.
If we do,
production.
if we do, the first commercial will be me singing a Boy George song. Come on, chameleon.
Check out the next question.
Oh, since you've been drinking, you should close out with karaoke. There you go.
No,
No?
absolutely not.
Too late.
No,
Too late. I think when me and Taco were driving home, I drove home the last 2 hours, and I think the last hour I put on a show for Taco. I sang every song in my iPod.
If there's one thing I don't like, it's bad karaoke, and I can't sing.
Oh, I thought you said thing. I'm bad karaoke.
Your dance moves.
I put on a show.
Your dance moves are.
Any chance of getting a full weight bite? I'd love to throw one, but they are too light.
I thought the bites were 175 gram. Yeah, the bites are 175 gram. I think that might be a mental. It doesn't feel heavy. Oh gosh, Bobby.
What you got, Jeremy? What's got on that, Jeremy?
Save that clip. I think Jenny might have given a little extra. I am totally wrong. The name is not on there. I apologize. Weight approximately 150 grams. I could have sworn those were heavier. I like the idea of a heavier bite. I really thought they were heavier. Shows what I know.
Shows what you know. All right, we are not going to give away that Moonshine Deputy until Jeremy finishes his margarita.
Come on.
So, Moonshine Deputy.
And you wonder why Bobby's slurring his words.
Cheer on Jeremy so we can pick a winner for the Moonshine Deputy.
Bobby wanted to say sorry for partying on this episode.
Yeah, my turn to say sorry for partying.
And, look at Anthony.
Anthony.
This was a well-deserved.
Absolutely.
Well-deserved margarita. Long week for the media team out at Pro Worlds, and big thanks.
You're talking, not drinking. More questions. Premium plastic maiden. What goes into the decision of making a putter in premium plastic?
Well, a premium plastic putter is typically not something people actually putt with.
Right.
So you want it to be.
So it's got to be one that's a good throwing putter.
More of a throwing putter. And
I would say, I know Paige Pierce throws a maiden quite a bit, right? No, Marshall. My bad.
Marshall.
I'm sorry. The Marshall. I'm thinking of the Marshall.
We did do some Moonshine Maidens for the Winter Marksman League last year, as well as I think some tournament fundraising discs. So there are some out there. There are just none available through our distribution right now or through our website. But yeah, we absolutely, you know what? That's I want to check and see. Maiden on the list. Thank you. We'll get them soon.
Taking his notes. Paige Pierce, 5-time world champion bite. Champion bite. Come on. All right, we got people waiting, Jeremy. They want to win this Moonshine Deputy.
Give it away. Give it away. I want to enjoy.
148
wow.
people. All right, so
Wow.
here it is. So can you close it off? Can I say the answer already, or you want to go ahead and pick the winner, Danny?
Pick the winner, and then it'll say in the chat, and you can tell.
Okay, go for it. All right, here we go.
And roll it.
All right, so the answer is 1,029. She had 1,029 rated round. That is an amazing round. Is that her? Did we discuss? Is that her highest round she's ever had? Can you look that up? Yeah, she's. Yeah. But yeah, I actually filmed her last round. I'm going to put together a little piece of video that shows her last round, and there was some incredible. She was putting on a show. She wanted. I mean, obviously they all wanted it, but man, there's some of the lines she threw that were amazing. All right, so who's the winner? Let's see. Nightbot Joe Padilla has won the giveaway. Joe Padilla.
Cheers, Joe.
Joe, he's active on social media with us and everything, so
Yeah.
that's awesome that Joe won it. So Joe Padilla, I want you to be logged into your YouTube channel, take a screenshot, and send it to Bobby at dynamicdiscs.com, BOBBY at dynamicdiscs.com, and I'll get this sweet Moonshine Deputy. And I'm not saying this to be egotistical or anything, but a lot of times people will give me their address and then later on will say, oh, can you have someone sign it? If you want us to sign it, say that in the email, and I will get signatures for you if I can. Obviously, I can't get Paige Pierce or Eric Oakley because they're not here. But anybody here that's at the store or at the warehouse you want us to sign it, let us know in your email for sure.
Awesome.
All
I think
right.
that
wraps up the show?
Bobby's done drinking, and
done
we're ready to go
drinking.
get our second
All right,
one
let's see if there's...
at Casa Ramos. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I tell you what, we love what we do every day, and that is because you guys continue
That's it.
to give us the support that we need to keep doing what we do. So we're motivated to grow disc golf, and can't thank you guys enough. So thanks for tuning in this week.
Absolutely. Make sure you go to Casa Ramos. Tell them thank you. Tell them that Bobby and Jeremy sent them in for a Jenny Margarita.
Taco comparison next month, hopefully.
Well, we'll see, yeah.
And or, you know,
I think we'll just enjoy some tacos.
maybe we should ask JJ if he could brew some beer or something. for
Oh,
us right
we
here.
got to have a beer off.
beer tasting.
Beer tasting. That would be good. Have a flight. That what
Yeah.
they call it, a flight?
Yeah. Yeah, physics of
Physics
flight.
of flight.
Physics of flight of beer. Guys, always working on something. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.